It is an undeniable fact that students today are constantly being stressed out by the looming due dates, tests, and the presentations that they have to make. It should come to no surprise then at all that students will do just about anything to pass their classes. What if we tapped into that? What if we created a better alternative to studying to help students pass their classes? What if we created some drink that could temporarily increase a student's IQ? That's where I'd like to introduce Smarticle Particles. Smarticle Particles is a drink that can increase a student's IQ by up to 10 points for up to 2 hours after being ingested. Quite amazing, isn't it? But how do we spread the amazingness of Smarticle Particles? Well, first, we're going to have to target 15 to 24 year olds making less than $20,000 a year. 15 to 24 year olds because they're young enough to be students, and making less than $20,000 a year because most students are broke. Now, imagine if you're a high school student barely surviving high school. You're going to be desperate for anything that will keep your grades afloat. We're going to take advantage of that fact. The fact that an IQ boost will be very enticing to students because of the academic stresses that they constantly have to face. So we'll launch a campaign, one in print and one on TV. Let's talk about the print ad first. This is our print ad, right here, Now this is in black and white because we don't quite have the funds yet for a color printer, but imagine that it's blue. Blue is a trustworthy color. It is a common color that will make the student trust our product. But notice these phrases. Students are 50% less likely to 50% more likely to drop out if they don't drink Smarticle Particles on a regular basis, right over here. And 99% of students reported getting higher scores after drinking Smarticle Particles over here. What we've done here is tap into students' fear of failure. If you're drowning in your grades, this will make regular use of our product seem like the only salvation for you. It's almost like subtle blackmail to get you to buy this. The statistics also add to the legitimacy of the ad. Phrases like patented formula, and developed by leading neuroscientists and chemists will also make our product look more trustworthy. We've also included a little pencil and a Scantron to give it a smart academic vibe that students will find attractive. But we need to reach large chunks of our targeted audience. After all, the purpose of this is to invoke the very legitimate fear of failing in high school in as many students as possible. That's why we'll be spending about $1.6 million to put this in Teen Vogue, a monthly magazine that reaches more than 1 million people around the age of 21 each year. However, we're going to be focusing our budget on the TV ad, which, like the print ad, will appeal to students by addressing the fact that they're probably drowning from their grades. We've managed to include a testimonial from Kim Kardashian, a happy, unstressed, and well-off person who will appeal to many students who strive to be like her. The sole purpose, however, of this ad is to tap into students' fear of failure at school by featuring stressful moments such as failing a test or being overloaded with work that could easily be remedied using Smarticle Particles. We'll also be providing dropout statistics for not using our product to invoke even more fear. A testimonial from Kim Kardashian and footage of our scientists will make our product very legitimate. We will also be spending a hefty $4 million for a one-time slot during the Super Bowl. Why? Because it will reach such a large audience that it will reach at least 1 million people in our targeted demographic will see the ad. The impressive figure isn't taking into account the fact that Super Bowl sorry. The impressive figure isn't taking into account the fact that Super Bowl ads are seen as part of the entertainment, and that they'll be constantly shared on social media after the game is over. We'll also be airing our ad for a full season on Fox's primetime show, Empire. Empire's broke teenage audience fits perfectly into our target student demographic, which is why we'll be spending a little less than $4 million for 3 primetime slots for every episode. But most young people don't have cable anymore. YouTube has started to replace television, which is why we will be spending the remaining $500,000 of our budget on 30-second YouTube ads. The great thing about YouTube is that they let you precisely control the demographics that you're reaching, such as age, income, and location. Also, viewers are forced to watch the ad viewers are forced to watch the ad before they get to proceed with the video that they actually want to watch. Now, our ads are really good, but they won't work if our slogan and logo aren't saying what our ads are. We want our ads to be seen as trustworthy, which is why we've included statistics and footage of a scientist. That's why our logo uses blue and gray colors, because those are colors that people will trust, according to psychology and numerous studies. We also needed to invoke the fear of failure, which is why our slogan is, because you can't afford to fail that test. Because for most students, that is a true, scary statement that'll get them to use our product regularly. Our slogan is cynically funny too, which will appeal to young students. The logo has a good height to width ratio and uses the orbital model of the atom, which gives it a smart vibe. Our smart design and smart advertising will bring in a continuous stream of profit, which you will get a share in. If we roll out this plan, I guarantee that every student will have Smarticle particles in their hands, backpacks, and lockers. We'll get it on the shelves, and you, the advertising agency, will gain a share in our profit. With your help, we can spread the word about Smarticle particles, and it'll work because students really can't afford to fail that test.